last but far from least, we got 3 super fine, super fly chicks from Philly who sing like angels sing, the 3 degrees.
3 degrees!
Hey, I see we got some folks here from Philly. Well, be cool. I mean, the 3 degrees is gonna be right out here where I'm standing. But first, and without further ado, how about a big round of applause for Mr. Comedy, Kirk Taylor.
Thank you. First of all, you might wonder why I'm carrying this football. See, I used to be a perfecting football player for the Kansas City Chiefs. I would have been a star too, but one thing kept me on the bench. The coach. Hey, what is 6'7" and weighs 299 pounds, hateful, cruel, and ugly?
Your mama!
No, man. My mom's only 5'6".
Oh, your grandma!
No. I'm talking about a species of animal that's known as a defensive tackle. Now, when I was playing football, Jack...
Listen here. Why don't you just go on off so we can see the 3 degrees?
Yeah. That's you right. Ain't Mr. Comedy. You Mr. Tragedy.
Hey. You guys trying to tell me something?
Yeah. You stink.
Hey, old dude. Why don't you leave me alone, man? Now, how would you like it if I came over to the old folks' home tomorrow and knocked over your checkerboard?
That wasn't fun at all.
How would you like it if I come up there tonight and give you some of these across your lips?
Yeah!
What? Hello, brother. Can I help you at all?
You can shut up or else get out of here.
Hey, Blood, what's the problem?
You know these guys?
Yeah.
Tell them to stop interrupting the show or else I'm gonna throw them all out of here.
All right. Hey, what's the matter with you, Pop? You trying to get everybody thrown out of here? Sit down over here and be quiet. Sit down over here. They don't want us here. Just sit here.
As I was saying now...
Well, Kirk Taylor was almost finished anyway, but tell me, folks, how'd you like him, huh? How'd you like him? Right on. Well, moving right along, the Safari Lounge proudly presents the great Gabriel Gordon and his golden horn.
We want the 3 degrees! Yeah!
I'm warning you guys for the last time. You got that?
You got that, Bubba?
I got that.
Thank you. First, I'd like to give you my impression of the great Louis Satsmo Armstrong doing Blueberry Hill. And here it is. Well, anyway, Babba-zoo-zat-zat-zat-zat-zat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're a good son, Lamont, you big dummy. Let's go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Licensing and Stealing Properties USA. We just take other people's IPs and just play them all the time. How's it going? I'm Lorenzo. This is my comic son, Circumstances, also known as Marcus. And we do this thing every week where we talk about comics, stuff we picked up, and what's going on in the comics world. And it's all brought to you by the Alternative City Shop. And here it is.
I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, You'll find pins and magnets that are called CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique.
So don't come after them.
Don't come at me, dude.
Link is down below, guys. Check it out. Get you some of them comic books and get you a Bunny Assassin shirt, guys. What are you waiting for? We got the homie John's Comics with Kids in here first tonight. What's up, my man?
Hey, John.
He is a flaming hypocrite because he's been against YouTube memberships forever, but he just recently opened up YouTube membership. So if you're interested in supporting the homie, the hypocrite John's Comics with Kids, get on over there and join his YouTube channel and make fun of him for being a hypocrite for me. I appreciate it. We got Phil's Treehouse in the house. Save me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. We have we got my flavored whiskey brother, 80s guy in the house. What up, 80s guy? Always good to see you. The lovely Miss Janet is here, so I think we're going to be okay tonight, guys. I was listening to Janet and Lorenzo. I was backstage before Lorenzo brought me on, and these two are so fucking cute.
Oh my god,
they've been together 20 plus years, and they still sound like they've just started dating. They were saying sweet nothings to each other in the back, and I could hear them. They're so cute,
just encouraging words. That's all, you know.
Marriage goals, guys. I hope I can still be sweet to my wife in another 10 years. We'll see. Fingers crossed. But good to see you, Janet. Always appreciate you coming through. We got Space Case Collectibles. Oh, it used to be Space Case Cards, right? We got a name change there with Space Case.
Hey,
what up, my man? Hopefully you've heard from CJ Space Case. He said that he was getting ready to send it, so I don't know much more than that. We also got Mojo 88 in the house. What up, Mojo? Good to see you, my man. Filthy rebel scrub. He went to Disneyland. Nice, very nice. We got Staples Spine Horror Zine in the house. What's up, Jack? Good to see you, my man.
Elizabeth.
we got Larry Love in the house, also known as
Larry Love, kicking it on the FM dial just for you, baby.
My Kansas City brother Beckerman is gracing us with his presence tonight. I know this is getting past his bedtime, so we appreciate you coming through tonight, Beckerman. Appreciate you, my man. We got K-Pop Junkie in the house, another one of those great indie comic book channels out there, guys. If you're loving indie comics, if you're loving indie comics creators, then you should be plugged into K-Pop, guys. Definitely get over there. Sledhead, the shaving guru, is also here with us tonight. Sledhead, good to see you, my man. We appreciate you, as always, joining us for this lovely Merry Christmas, also known as New Comic Book Day. Let's see. Is Lorenzo still slumming with this punk? He is. He is.
Alas.
I'm sticking around. It's going to be harder to get rid of me than that. John, I'd consider it a favor if you didn't trade my pal Marcus. He doesn't deserve that treatment. What is going on? Or tease, he says. Why is Beckerman being nice to me? What's going on? I don't understand.
What are we getting
for you? We got End of Zed in the house. And Zed, man.
Oh, yes. Our guest for tonight, yes.
Oh, he's a guest tonight. Nice. He's got that Kickstarter going. And I know I missed you not yesterday, but last week, Zed. There was a ton of drama for my show last week, so we had a lot to get through. But if you want to jump on next week and talk about your Kickstarter, I'd love to have you on, man. So hit me up if you want to do that. I'll send you the link ahead of time. We'll do you first, get you out of the way, and then we'll go on to the regular bullshit that we do. Heard you and Beckerman robbed Mahomes and Kelsey Holmes.
They got robbed? Really?
We're not talking about that. That's
no.
That's undercover stuff. No, they got robbed, which is crazy because I think they live over there in Prairie Village where all the rich people live, and the cops are heavy over there. So I'm surprised they got robbed. It's crazy, but yeah, that's been in the news recently. But you know who else got robbed? The Denver Broncos, baby. You thought you were gonna win. You thought you were gonna win. Eat shit, Denver. All right, I'm done.
Wow, you still hold on to that, huh? That's awesome, though, man. You thought, it was so close. You're just living right, I guess. You know, you just must be some kind of good karma coming you guys this way.
Destiny. We're the team of destiny. How do we not three-peat after that? I don't know.
I
You
know.
think about all the injuries that we've been dealing with all season, and we're still trucking along 9-0. Let's go.
Yeah, Lions are not to be, not to be sold short either. I mean, they've come back from some stuff, and they're probably the best of that division. Let's talk about the Bears right now.
Beckerman, we should always keep Jill around. It makes my life so much nicer when she's around. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate you so much for making him be nice to me.
Oh gosh. Oh.
And best wishes on the surgery, Jill.
Seriously, yeah.
Hopefully everything goes okay there. Yeah. I'll be praying for you.
Yes. Prayers to you and to Jill. Yeah, so man, that's everybody so far. It's a lot of folks.
That's end of the chat for now. I'm sure we'll have some more popping in, but we are ready to get to the chit chat portion, which I don't have any drama. We actually talked about FOC last night because there was no drama.
I stumbled in there like, what's going on? People are talking about actual FOC. I don't know what's going on.
If you're into comic books, definitely check out the replay. Or if you want to just get some clips of it, check out my Instagram profile. I've been sharing some funny clips from last night, so you can get the cliff notes that way.
Yeah, Bears lost to the Pats at home. That right there, I mean, that got the OC fired, so that's something, I guess. But the problem is they're not any better, probably. So this was kind of a wash season. They weren't expected to be good, but to just let that slip through your fingers. And then I think once they lost that Washington game, that broke Caleb Williams because he was having a shitty game till the fourth quarter, and he came back and brought him back. And then the idiot doesn't cover his man, and they win, and it's just like, I give up. He's just done. I got to do everything now. I got to do everything myself. I got to put on the cape every day. He's been trying to do that, and it's just not working. He's missing easy throws. Meanwhile, Justin Fields and and Danger Russ are the best quarterback room in the league for bang for the buck. They got him for a ham sandwich. They got, and I think Denver's probably still paying Russ, right? So,
oh yeah, they pay. Yeah,
that's a great quarterback room. They send their money somewhere else.
And I don't know how true this is, but I did see a rumor that the reason why they're starting Russell instead of Justin is because if Justin starts X amount of games, they have to give a better pick to the Bears.
Ooh, aren't they some clever bastards? See, that all works out because right now Russ is hot. Russ is doing well. Russ will ever cools off, or if he gets hurt, God forbid, they got that backup plan.
And I think it'll be good for Justin to sit back, watch Russ, get some of that experience. I think there's been a lot of talk about it. I know Tom Brady's talked about it. Aaron Rodgers I saw talked about it. But the current NFL setup just does not allow for the development of quarterbacks. And it's hurting the overall quarterback play of the league right now. I agree with that sentiment.
Yeah. And I think CJ Stroud's to blame. He had a great year last year, and I expect everybody to be CJ Stroud. Him and Jaden Daniels. Damn them for being good.
How dare they?
I know, right?
Oh wow. Beckerman watched my show and enjoyed it. I'm 84 episodes in, and I'm pretty sure that's the first time that's ever happened. So 84th time is a charm, guys. Hell yes. I made it.
Yeah. I see Jack's highlighting I think John made this comment last night about that line that's lost him.
He was triggered, wasn't he?
yeah, I haven't read it yet, but I'm looking forward to reading it and being just as triggered by it.
The thing you got to understand about John is he hates Scott Snyder, so that's driving a lot.
Okay.
Last night, yeah.
So there's a little bit of bias in there, maybe.
I'd say more than a little bit. But
okay, I'm trying to be fair. Like the other dude that was on there, I forget the guy's
Drew,
name.
probably.
It's like he totally gave away the spoiler on the Ultimates #6, and he said like spoiler, and then like blurted out the spoiler. Like, dude, I wasn't ready yet. Just ruined that book for me. It's like, come on, man, just give me a chance to turn the volume down, or something. And he's like, spoiler, blah 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 blah. What? Okay, great. And I read the book, like, oh God, I knew that was going to happen, but it was a good book anyway. So anyway, if I just tuned it a little bit later than that, I would have been perfect. But then he dropped the spoiler, and then I'm out.
I will scold him for you. I I don't think he's gonna care though, to be honest.
I don't think so. Some people love to give spoilers away. Some people hate spoilers. I'm in the hate spoilers kind of a camp. So I want to just enjoy the experience when I get it the first time, even if it's like, weeks later. The book is only a week old. So other than that, I have no complaints. So what's this? A.B. Bats is crazy good. Emphasis on that's what
absolute Batman.
Right? Yeah, absolute. Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. I got a few of those in the old stash here. Since we got no drama to talk about, I might as well just do the whole haul.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I got nothing this week, man. Hopefully this week somebody will say something racist or something. We can get back to it. But.
Yeah, well, I just hope something good happens. That'd be awesome too. I'm in the mood for something good right now. There's raining cats and dogs out here as we speak right now, and it's dark at 3:00. So I need a little sunshine in my life. All right, so let's go. Speaking of sunshine, nice segue here. These are the books that I picked up this week. This one, just because it was still there, it was still on the shelf when I picked it up. So
nice.
Yeah, it's like, okay, they had a week.
Did they have any all-in special #1 on the shelves?
Not there. I have to go to to Gabby's, the bigger store, but she's been selling out pretty well too on this and everything else.
Are you familiar with this? Are you familiar with the spec on that book?
On the Superman one, particularly?
On the all-in special #1.
Oh, yes. The all-in is not going for all that much right now, but it is the first appearance of all 3 of the trilogies of the Absolute Universe.
It's a $5 book. It's going for cover price, and it's the true first appearance of all these books that are hot as fuck right now. So if you see it for cover price, go grab it. I wouldn't pay more than cover price.
I wouldn't either, but it's probably a sleeper right now until it's already blown up. But at some point, the Absolute Universe is going to be in some kind of a film project. It's got to be. It just got to be. I just think it's going to. There's more stuff coming, but you got to
maybe 6-7 years from now. I mean, you gotta wait.
That's what it takes. I mean, you don't get rich overnight.
Especially in comic books, right?
Comic books. Ultimate Fallout didn't happen overnight. It's like, oh, geez, people got 10 copies of. Oh, now I'm rich. I've got 10 copies of this book.
Yeah, I wish it was me.
Tell me about it. I did pick this one up. This is the noir version of Absolute Batman #1. Every one of these I can find, I'm picking them up. Everything Absolute, everything.
The hype is real.
It's awesome.
Mojo says 20 years. Dang.
That's a pessimistic outlook, Mojo. I think it's going to be a little bit sooner than that. 20 years, who knows what this earth will be. And here's the A cover of same said book. I was able to get 2 of them. Yeah, a lady was in there trying to buy all the copies of the G.I. Joe book from Danger Room because she had been to the Gabby's and she had sold out completely. So she wanted to clean the shelves and had to ask, please don't buy all the books. Other people would come in and buy some too. I mean, she was buying for her husband, I think that's overseas in Thailand or somewhere like that. I mean, they don't have comics in Thailand. Scratch that off the expat list. Not going to Thailand.
They got some other stuff in Thailand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That ain't for your boy though. that's for other folks. I'm not that much into. He's not with anybody else. All right, so Carlisle Kings, the Carlisle School for Kings. This I picked up just because I was watching Jim's comics. And he was saying something about how this is a really low print run. It's a fantasy book, and just something. It's a $3.99 book. It's not a bad investment. It might be good to read, or it could be something that might be a property, and it'd be a good spec if you want to do that kind of. Low key spec. Was that Jack?
Man, I've actually seen some excitement about that, which is crazy. How long has it been since we saw excitement about ASM?
So you're saying you're into that? I can't. But what drew you into? I know you're a big horror dude, but this one I was like, okay, all right, I'm not doing this. I'm just not doing it because I feel like it's just another money grab from Marvel, but like I haven't fallen for it before.
Yeah, Dr. Doom, Sorcerer Supreme Doom gives Parker an arcane costume. So shocking news: Spider-Man gets a new armor costume. Never seen that happen before.
I know. For 5 issues yet.
I've been seeing a little bit of buzz about ASM, and that's not something you normally see. So,
But they've cried wolf so many times, man. It's just
remember what was it, the Red Goblin Queen or whatever? No one gives a fuck about her anymore.
Queen, and then there's like the other one, which is actually the what was the woman's name? The Goblin Queen was supposed to be big, and she wasn't. And the other one that was kind of big was God. Or maybe I'm thinking about 2 different things. There's a Goblin Queen, and there's some other queen or something like that. One was better than the other. Let's put it that way. One was okay. One was a complete flop. So there you go. Arcbound. This is another Scott Snyder just for you, John, and Tom Hardy and Frank Thierry. That's like a 3-man writing team here. I want to say that's doing this Arcbound thing for DC for Dark Horse. No marbles this week. 0 marble, not by design, but just worked out that way, I guess.
We got Sinopa Publishing in the house. I like that name. What up, Sinopa? Asking if we're picking up Tibian or time traveling psychedelic mushrooms.
Man,
this is the first I've heard of it, brother. But
man, this is the debut.
I'm a fan of psychedelic mushrooms, so you have my attention.
Shagadelic mushrooms, baby. Yes, I'm a fan of those too. Which I never had one. I never run across any. I was too afraid to trip by myself. So
we got D'Artagnan sneaking in as well. What up, homie? Thanks for joining us
friend?
Tonight.
D'Artagnan, good to see you. And this is the book the lady tried to buy 3 copies of. She bought the Jenny Frizen cover, which I was going to get, but so I got the A cover, and I found the Jenny online at mycomicshop.com. So if you're looking for this book and you can't find it at your shop, you should be able to find it. But mycomicshop.com has them cover price still.
And they have the all-in special as well. If you're looking for that book.
Pick one of those.
I know Benny Compton was buying from them today.
Yeah, I mean now's the time to get it. If I can't find any at Gabby's, I'm going to go ahead and get some from mycomicshop.com. This is coming to an end. I believe this is the final issue of this.
Ooh, is that foily? Is that the B cover foil?
Foil. I think it is a B cover. Yeah. I think the A cover just doesn't have the foil, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah, the A cover is regular, and the B cover is the same as the A cover, but it's foil.
Yeah, like the shiny. Finally caught up on this, and it was, man. Have you read to number 5 yet? Not yet. No. Yeah,
I haven't. I'm caught up, but I have not read. I haven't got my books this week. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's going in an interesting direction there. Black Hammer, Spiral City #1. I'm just saying to Frank, the last series we got from Black Hammer was literally titled Black Hammer: The End. Apparently, it was not. So never say never, because the publishers want to, come on, Jeff, you can squeeze another one of those out, can't you? And in between, Justice Society and all that. Okay, here's some money. Okay, fuck it, I'll do it. Jeez. All right. So, but it's a good series, and hopefully it'll jump the shark. This is something I was looking for a couple of weeks. I missed it when it first came out. I think they were shorted maybe at the shop. The Feeding from Image. It's mixed in with a bunch of good Dark Horse comics came out this week, and this is from Image. But I just noticed how many Dark Horse comics I had this week, and that's pretty amazing. But the Feeding.
I have noticed a lot of Dark Horse. It's true.
Mm-hmm. This is
Sledhead says that Helen of Windhorn did not totally stick the landing, but pretty close.
Oh, he's already read it.
Oh, I didn't realize this was the last book. Oh, geez.
This is the last in the series. Yeah. I don't know if D'Artagnan's read the last one yet, but I'm definitely going to read it soon, very soon. This one will be the top of the list. And this one's your guy Boer, who does what does he do again? He does the little soldier creature. What the hell is that?
Kanto?
Kanto, thank you. Something with the C. Yeah, that little guy. Yeah, he does this. And this is very different than Kanto. Looks like kind of a horror kind of a thing. Last couple things. Transformers. I'm probably going to end up dropping Transformers just because as a numbers thing. I'm going to stick with the probably Void Rivals. But now that G.I. Joe is out and Energon universe has pretty much taken shape, I'm going to probably trim a little bit because there's a little bit too many books from that universe. So I'm going to pick the best ones and probably go with Void Rivals. I don't know about G.I. Joe. I'll wait until I read it and see what I think of it first.
I think that I'm about to cut all of the Spawn stuff from my list.
That's the cheapest stuff, though, man. You cut some expensive stuff instead.
It never. The reason why is it never gets to the top of my reading list. So it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, that's the thing too with Transformers. You know, I was into it at first, you know, and then it's kind of just like drifted back, and like, you know, the one I probably want to finish the least might be the Transformers, even though it's, you know, Daniel Warren Johnson is now writing it, but his art was what drew me in at first. So we'll see. I don't know. Okay, so he's real. All right. So we got some okay and some not some okay here. Okay. I'll stick on until oh yeah. Well, let me know how it goes. This one is this was the last one of the domain, I want to say. Yeah, number 5. So now I can I've been stacking them, so now I can just read this whole series.
Oh, it's only 5 issues, really?
The domain is, yeah. I think the public domain is going to be in 5-issue arcs. It won't be like, you know, 5 and done. It'll be like, so maybe they'll come back with another one. Maybe that's the whole story, but we'll know until I catch up.
Yeah, well, it's time to read that one. I haven't read any of those, but I want to read both of them together all at once. So that's why.
Yeah. Same. That's why I was, not too worried about it because I figured I knew it was a limited series and there's such a quick read and it'll be good. Last book is from last week's. It actually is last week's penultimate book, and it's String. Got a good frank review so far, and I opened the first page and it kind of drew me in. So I think I may have picked a good one finally. Something it doesn't always work, but sometimes it does.
I do like the cover.
Me too. It's very nice. So that's all.
Very nice. Yeah.
It's nice. It's very nice. All right. Love that. So I haven't seen that guy in so long. He's due to make some new products of some kind, movies or TV or something. All right. So Eddie's checking in. I want to show a little bit of the End of Zed trailer here first. And then show a little something else that Eddie sent me. So I'm gonna do the End of Zed trailer. I'm gonna first. Oh, wait a minute. I can just do it here. Just talking myself through it because I'm like, okay, what I gotta do now? All right. So this is the trailer. He's got 14 more days left on his Kickstarter. I just pledged today. I did my thing, did my part. So support this man's work. It is awesome. And here's his launch video.
My name is Eddie Lima, and I'm the creator of End of Zed, a project I've been working on for years. The story follows a robot who crash lands in the Bronx in 1982, severely damaged and with no memory, as he navigates one of the city's most turbulent times, shaped by the rise of the crack epidemic. He also discovers the powerful, positive force of hip-hop.
Where am I? Party people, are we ready? 3, 2, 1.
End of Zed isn't just another comic. It fuses the rebellious energy of New York City with a gripping dystopian narrative. This story delivers visually striking action and powerful themes. If you're into bold, unapologetic storytelling, then the End of Zed is for you. By backing this project, you're not only helping bring Zed's story to life, but you'll gain access to exclusive rewards. I can't wait for all of you to experience Zed's world. Back my project today and become part of this amazing journey.
It's a very cool looking character. All right, there's one more thing I want to show, and for that, I want to share the screen real quick. In the meantime, all right, here we go. Hey, did it work? Hey, finally, there it is. All right, so we got a message from a very special person in the entertainment industry, and I'm just gonna bring it to you right now. So here it is, right here.
But here we are, still talking about how you haven't seen one of the greatest movies ever made. It's almost as if you're waiting for me to personally come over and press play for you. But I guess while you're busy not watching Shawshank, you could at least do yourself a favor and check out Eddie's End of Zed. It's a story worth experiencing, unlike your movie list, which needs serious work.
Shots fired.
See, man, you didn't know I had connections, did you, huh?
Know,
See,
right?
I had to call up my boy, man. So listen, Lorenzo had not seen Shawshank yet, and he got upset. He made that recording for me, and here we are, man. What happened?
He should be upset. It's ridiculous.
So, Marcus, he hasn't seen it yet.
He still has not seen it.
I still haven't seen it. But the thing is, it takes so much time, man. It's not that I have anything against the movie. It's just that it just takes so much time to just take 2 hours of your day and it's like lump it together, because just so much shit going on, man. But
put it this way: what did you see before this? Because I guarantee you saw some clunkers that were probably nothing like Shawshank. I'm sure you saw some clunkers that.
As far as movies go, I mean, recently and that kind of thing, I haven't seen the last movie. I don't know that I've watched, even the watch that we watched together. Janet and I can't remember. The last movie I actually saw was like Wolverine, Deadpool.
Okay.
Deadpool, Wolverine. I found time to get to the theater to watch that. So
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised by that, actually.
I know. Well, it's almost here between movies. He's going to a movie.
I thought you would have watched it by now. I'm a little disappointed.
Janet says Lorenzo and I are both contrarians. The more you push,
I love it. Oh, I love it.
She's more of a contrarian than I am. So he's playing her to watch the movie.
We had a couple more sneak into the chat as well. We got Rafael Tavares. What's up, Rafael? We got Cliff Woodbury talking about String looking like a Mad Cave book. In fact, it is a Mad Cave book. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yes, indeed. Welcome all. And welcome to John Stout, who I just saw in here somewhere. Yes.
Oh, yeah, Fatty Boom Batty. What up, John?
Boom Batty. Yeah, we watched it last night. Oh, man. But John Stout has a beautiful, I've had the pleasure of being in the lovely John Stout estate, and he has a beautiful man cave. He has if I had a man cave like that, I'd be watching shit all the time myself too, man. It's state of the art, It's ain't nothing to play with. So what's going on with you, Eddie?
Well, it's been a while since I heard. This was like my very first appearance on a podcast show, man. I was a newbie then, it was a little green. I couldn't even pee straight. But now I am a professional, boy. I've been on like over 20-something shows, and I think I got the swing of it, But I certainly never forgot my appearance on there. Really appreciate it, guys. You guys set me off the right way. And then I didn't even have a Kickstarter open at that point,
Yeah, that's what's up with that. Yeah, so we got like 2 weeks left. The link is down below and probably in the chat by now. Lightning Fingers Marcus probably put it in there. So
I have already backed this one as well, and I'm excited for it.
Appreciate it. Actually,
link is in the chat.
I got a premiere for you guys. I actually got the sample of the comic. You guys ready? You got it in hand. Yes, so I wanted to hit the sample of it first before, actually sending it out to people who did it.
Make them big, make them big.
Wow.
Okay, hang on.
And I got to tell you, it came out amazing. The printing, there'll be a couple of little changes here and there, but in general, this is it, man. It's
shiny.
Comes off and everything, And I took so much time making sure that the colors were right, particularly with the lighting and everything, that it really pops well.
Yeah, it looks great. Wow.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
First pages I already gave to everyone, if you remember. So, he's a robot, lost memory, badly damaged.
He ends up in the South Bronx. But then you know what? As a world premiere, I'll show you the next page because no one's really seen this. And here he is. So if you notice here, he's injured now. He sees some silhouettes through the fence, and he goes, "Oh, what's this?" And he sees this guy here. He's like, "Oh, I know why I'm here now. I'm here to rescue this dude because he's got a helmet on. It looks like me." But then as it turns on, it's not him. It's actually a DJ with an afro, the same size as his helmet. And so he's more than just a human. This guy is a DJ, and he's going to light it up. And then his journey really starts where he, where he is damaged. The elements of hip hop will actually heal him. Music will heal his ears. Graffiti will heal his eyes, gives him superpowers. So many things on his journey because, he lands here broken, no memory. And it's these things that are going to actually help him to actually heal. A lot about my life, a lot of holes in my life when I was growing up. And certainly if it wasn't for the music of hip hop culture, certainly if it wasn't for graffiti, I would not be where I am today. So I kind of wanted to translate that through the story. So super excited, man. Can't wait to get this into everyone's hands, certainly a journey.
No cheap Marvel print paper for you, I see.
No, we had to go all out, Marcus. Yes.
Looks very good, man.
Yeah, I didn't want you guys. I want you guys to have me back on the show. So I know if I gave you some cheap paper stuff, you'd be like, no, we can't have Eddie back on this stuff. I had to make sure I did it right,
We got a reputation to maintain around here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yes, no, when you spend so much time on a story, certainly want to. I spent a lot of time not only on the artist and the colors and everything, and literally drawing every panel and working with the artist to make sure it works out right. But certainly the end print was super important, and especially as the story goes on. Really, the story is Wild Robot meets the Warriors, right? So it all takes place all in one night. All 4 issues are going to take place in one night. So the colors had to be important. So everything had to be set up the right way. And so thank goodness I had a chance to do that. Really excited for it.
Oh man, can't wait to read it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with Raphael, man. I want mine now. Send it to me.
What now?
But listen, always, I appreciate that, Ralph. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, again, I want to thank you guys for that first episode. We did it. I was anxious. How does this thing work? But along the way, met so many cool people. Ralph being one of them. He has a podcast show, the Written Ralph, and the Bitten Apple show. And then I also have another podcast show that was really instrumental was a show called Catch the Craze. Also, you 3 guys were the first people that actually started me off in this, even years ago when I was first creating this. And so little did you guys know is that as I'm working in the background, I'm listening to you guys, and you guys are really, helping me, especially when things got tough. So I'll never forget that first show with you guys. And so I certainly appreciate that. Thank you. And the support you're giving to me now. So.
Oh, hey, anytime, bro. Anytime.
Yeah.
We're not called Indie Comics and Reviews for nothing around here.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And plus, I have some side questions. Yeah, coming back. Oh, so you didn't see Shawshank. That's okay. And then I wanted to ask Marcus, are the chief haters now in full effect? Are they at like max speed?
Inject them into my veins. I loved it. I love it. Oh, it's rigged. Oh, the refs. I give it to me. I want all of it. I get regularly on Instagram. I have like 6 people who are constantly sending me Chiefs rigged memes. Just my inbox is full of people sending them to me, and I love it. Cry more. Your tears give me sustenance.
But there's never been an instance, Marcus, where you said, maybe they could be right. Maybe this call here. Or no, it hasn't. Okay.
No, not what it means. No.
Look,
the election is never fixed when I win.
This is the thing, guys. And we have earned this status, right? The Michael Jordan status. Michael Jordan drives the lane, goes up, misses the layup. He had to have been fouled, guys. Foul, tweet. Tom Brady got that treatment.
Yes,
now the Chiefs are getting that treatment, and we deserve it, baby. Let's go.
Yes. Amazing. Okay. Well, I want to know, how many people probably think of you that are not Chiefs fans that whenever they win, they think of you? I just want you to know that, Marcus. There's some people with little voodoo dolls that they're putting pins in that has your face in it, because I hear it. I hear the comments, especially on your show, But
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. And this is where Marcus normally goes. Let the players hate. This is where you normally sing that, So, well, let them hate.
Taylor Swift all the way. That's Queen of Kansas City, baby.
Because who's your team, Eddie?
Oh well, yeah, we talked about that before. Actually, big Patriot fan. Yeah, yeah, big Patriot fan. Yeah, and so I can relate to with Marcus. I can relate being on a winning team and seeing.
Yeah.
Listen, you know where I am now, Marcus. So really enjoy this. Enjoy
We are
this while you can.
we are the new
every
Patriots.
victory, and you're going to go farther than the Patriots as far as I'm concerned, because I see Mahomes make decisions on the field that are really uncanny, man. And it's not rigged.
People are calling Brady the GOAT, and he is the GOAT. But if you look at the actual beginning of Brady's career and the beginning of Mahomes' career, they're not comparable.
Yeah. Nope, not at all. So another stellar year, And then when the Patriots were playing the Bears last week, Lorenzo, saying what's up, man. I'm getting ready to get on Lorenzo's show. But Patriots, you got to lose. Man. You might not even have me on. You got to lose. You got to. They squeaked it out. They squeaked it out.
God.
Lorenzo's used to it.
I didn't know that the Patriots were that good at running. I mean, they just run over the Bears like there's no tomorrow.
With Stevenson, absolutely.
You sure it was the Patriots? I feel like maybe it was the Bears.
But listen, Lorenzo remembers some domination, right? Those Bears teams at 85, and certainly remember what they did to the Patriots. I mean, were you a Bears fan then, Lorenzo?
I remember that.
He was actually in Chicago then.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow. Did that transform the city or what? I mean, they were bigger than life.
Evening was it was like dark and snowy like it is today. Yeah. So it was snowy. Yeah, I remember that drubbing of the Patriots. And it was that Tony Eason was the quarterback. You remember? You probably weren't born then.
Yep, Tony Eason. Yep.
Tony Eason.
Steve Grogan. Steve Grogan.
Steve Grogan. Oh God. It was pre-Drew Bledsoe, which was Tom Brady's predecessor. So that's how long ago that was.
Yeah.
many moons ago.
But that must have lit Chicago up because that team was something else, man. What did they have? The shuffle? Was it Super Bowl shuffle?
Super Bowl.
Remember that?
That's all we had, man. There was no other sport. There was before the Jordan era. So there was nothing. There was nothing. Zero. Baseball was dead. Everything else dead. And the Bears won that one Super Bowl and then won another one after that, after Ditka just wet the bed the whole time after that. He just got lucky.
Yeah.
It destroyed the team. But
still they say one of the most dominant defenses, right?
Yes. And we're known for defense. That's what we talk about. That's what we do in Chicago. The royal we. That's what they do in Chicago is that they stress defense. Defense wins the game. That's why we don't know what a good quarterback looks like. It was like, this one? Mitch Trubisky? No. Justin Fields? No, maybe. By this guy.
It's tough when your team isn't winning, though. I'll tell you that. It's tough, especially if, what would you say you guys is your favorite sport is? Marcus, I'm sure it's football. Is that also what you do, Lorenzo?
Football and UFC.
Yeah. Okay, you're like UFC. I could have said that, yeah. So if the UFC is the most important thing and then the Super Bowl at the same time with the Chiefs in, how do you do that?
Oh, the Chiefs, yeah. The Chiefs are more.
Oh, you're watching teams, okay.
Yeah. But for me, it's baseball, though. MLB is my favorite sport, yeah. Football's second. Then basketball probably after that,
And you're a Cubs fan, right?
I am a Cubs fan. Yeah.
Cubs fan, okay. Oh,
becoming a Mariners fan, though, but that's also a lost cause. Apparently, they've never even been in a World Series. So, but that's I had mine in 16, so I figured let me back another losing team and see if they could ever make it to the playoffs.
And what was the guy that reached for the foul ball? Was it Jeffrey Mayer? Was it? I forgot his name. Remember, he reaches for. He reaches for the foul ball, and they don't make it to the World Series.
It wasn't Beckerman. It wasn't Beckerman. No, it wasn't Beckerman. It was something like that. God, I forgot his name.
Bartman.
Bartman. Thank you, Bartman. Bart Simpson. Yeah, Bartman. Okay. It's a character too. Wearing these headphones way back in the day with the sunglasses and a head thing. It's like, oh God, he just reached for the ball. And it wasn't really his fault. But they
One super interesting thing about that, though, is everybody remembers that in Bartman, he got destroyed. He got ridiculed, destroyed. He had to go into hiding somewhat. Yeah. But then this past World Series, when those guys went after Mookie Betts and tried to take the ball out of his glove, those guys got celebrated, got articles about how cool they are all over it. It was like the difference between the way Bartman was treated and the way these guys were treated was crazy to me.
I thought those guys probably got thrown out of the park or something, man. You can't.
They did get thrown out, but they also got articles pumping them up, as opposed to the Bartman articles tearing him down.
Yeah.
But I think the fundamental difference is that Bartman affected the play, whereas these guys didn't.
Right. I think that was the difference.
And those guys were doing it to the enemy, right? I mean, they were not in. Was that in Dodger Stadium?
Yeah, no, that was in New York. So yeah, that's another element of it.
Oh,
is that
okay.
they were helping their own team as opposed to Bartman screwing his own team.
Yeah.
But Lorenzo, you remember the Bartman game? Do you remember like seeing it live? And
yeah, I was I couldn't afford world playoff tickets, but I was watching it and just like and I was just
stuff at the TV.
Here we go. Here we go.
Were you still in Chicago then when that happened? What year was that? 03?
That was the year that Janet and I met. In 03.
2003.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. 03. Yeah. I distinctly remember that. Very much so. And I thought, I'm never going to see a World Series in my lifetime. Moisty Salou, Space Case, absolutely. Moisty Salou was MFing that Bartman all up and down the field, man. And it wasn't okay. Even if he caused that to happen, what happened before that, the shortstop booted an easy play, and they just really just like shit the bed before that happened. That was just a cherry on the sundae, the Bartman thing. So they blamed him, but there had been errors before, and then this was game 6, so they had time. This was a game for them.
Yeah,
they just won this game, so they had a game 7 to come back at home with Kerry Wood, one of their best pitchers on the mound.
Yeah, Kerry Wood.
They couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. So plenty of time. They had plenty of time to make that right, but you can't just blame Bart. It's always easy to find a scapegoat. You find a scapegoat and pin it on this person, and that's the reason right there.
Wow, man.
Yeah, like the refs, and it's rigged. Yeah,
the ref moved that goalpost so he couldn't make that field goal. Right? Yeah, that's what happened. No.
Well, I remember, Lorenzo, the first time I ever went to Wrigley was a couple of years ago. And I remember seeing all these Rizzo shirts, because Rizzo was bigger than anything. And Rizzo's on the Yankees. And I remember seeing that. It was a couple of years since he's been gone, but yet they're all still wearing his jersey. So kind of felt bad for that because this is like one of your best players. And here he is,
I got a Javi Baez jersey in there right now that I'll put on and wear. So I'm not buying no new jersey for a long time. And Javi's almost out of baseball now because he's it's a long story, but Rizzo's with the Yankees, and we love these guys so much. One of them with the we, so Chicago fans love our players so much. They named the street after Javi Baez. They love. If Rizzo comes to the Yankees right now, I think he did, and they gave him a standing ovation anytime. Anybody from especially the World Series team comes into Chicago. Those guys are gods.
I agree. That's respect. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I tell you, I think whatever your team's doing better, that's the sport you like better. So in this case, Marcus is now in football because, of course, the Chiefs are dominant. But when they start going down, you'll probably like baseball better than football, and vice versa.
Maybe if Caleb Williams gets an offensive line in front of him, maybe I'll do a little bit more of a.
Yeah, I hear you.
Man.
I'm more of a baseball fan though, and I think just in general, I think baseball is better with tension. Like when it comes to football, it's down to one play. You need 2 yards. If you don't, the game's over. That happens literally in a couple of seconds. Baseball, the drama could last for like 30 minutes. With getting people on base, all the pitching and things like that. So in that case, I think that's why baseball to me has a little bit of a slight edge.
100%.
Especially what they did to the Royals.
Yankees fan or Red Sox fan?
Yankees, man. Remember last night? That's another reason why, Marcus, I didn't think you were going to have me on. Man. That's another reason why you're not answering my phone calls, especially since the Yankees beat them.
I was mad. It's true. I was not happy. The better team won, though. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I love sports, man. Thank goodness you guys, you guys dig it too, man. That's one of the highlights of hearing the show, just hearing you guys banter about sports too, man. Because all of us are sports fans in one way or another,
So you talked about music being a big part of your book. What kind of musical influences would you say, brought the book or informed your book, I should say?
Yeah, well, certainly, I wanted to paint a contrast, between what people find negative and what people find positive. At the end of the day, he's a robot with zero programming. And I want people to really think about our own program, like when we were growing up, right? We had our parents who kind of taught us what right or wrong. We looked at things through their lenses, Then as we got older, the media did it too, right? The media told us, listen, you should feel this way about a certain people or a certain music or whatever. But then eventually we got through a time where as we got older, through maturity and through wisdom, we say to ourselves, okay, we got to make our own decisions of how we feel about this and that. And so a lot of that's also with the hip hop culture. A lot of it could be viewed as negative. Gosh, especially now what's going on with certain artists in the hip hop field. But at the end of the day, in 1982, when it first came up, it also was viewed as some things that could have been negative. But thank goodness, through time and through what Zed goes through, which is literally what I went through, holes in my life were filled by things in the hip hop culture, music being one of them. Music, there's not a time in my life where music isn't playing. Matter of fact, it's not playing now. It's probably playing literally in my head. I would be nowhere if it wasn't for music. So I wanted this comic to reflect that, how things that people can perceive as negative are actually not only positive, but be so influential that it affects generations upon generations. And look at it now. Hip hop is worldwide, and there is nothing that's not
mainstream, right?
It's
Big
totally
time.
mainstream.
Big time.
Yeah. If you would have told me in 1994 or 93 that rap would be as ubiquitous as it is now, I would have never believed you. But
Sure.
Crazy.
And I'm privileged to grow up through these times. I mean, not only did I see the hip hop culture come up in music, but also grunge music I'm really big into. And grunge music, being there and seeing, Nirvana and Pearl Jam and living through that. And then, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see another big one soon. And I'm really curious about that. When you think about all these different musical genres from disco to even the 60s and, then Woodstock and then, hip hop. Then, of course, the grunge era. Like, all these are periods that music was needed. I don't know if music's needed anymore. I'd like to know your guys' opinion on it. I think when things are needed, a push for something new will come. I don't see that now, unless I'm not looking in the right place.
I think the big difference between now and back then is that we are so fractured in our media that we consume. Right. It used to be we were all plugged into MTV. We were all plugged into BET. We were all plugged into the local radio station. So we're all listening to the same things. Right. But now we all have our own Spotify where we can play whatever we want, whatever weird stuff that we want. So I feel like music isn't the common experience that it used to be because we're so fractured. That would be my answer.
That's great, Marcus. Yep. What about you, Lorenzo?
Well, for me, I tell you, I'm going to go on a bit of an old man rant for a second. I've got I love music from all eras, except maybe the latest music. I kind of agree with Spade's case right here. I don't know shit about the hip hop that's coming out right now, but what I've heard, a lot of it I don't care for. I don't like the cadence of it. I don't like, I can't relate to the words. And I think the music industry has become so, I don't know what's the right word, not draconian, but it's just like, it's like nobody is really an individual. It's all a homogenized kind of a look and a feel, and everyone's become not like a boy band, but everybody's become way overproduced, and say like auto-tune has become the norm, whereas auto-tune should be something that should be used rarely, if ever. Now, like everybody's got that, and and my favorite music of all time is 90s hip hop and 70s classic rock.
Nice.
I love those two eras more than any other kind of music.
Sure.
I love like Staple Sounds, which comes on X-Ray FM every late Thursday night, early Friday morning from Staple Fine. Shameless plug.
Staples Fine. Shout out to the homie Jack.
Yes.
Nice.
By the way, Jack, you've been killing it. But all of October, man, all your shows are bangers. I know that's your wheelhouse. But Jack plays some stuff that I've never heard because I don't get out much, and plus some stuff that I have not heard in a long, long time. And there's not a lot of people doing stuff like that, because right now everything is just like, I don't know. I mean, it could be just me being the old man. Everybody has their eras. Young people coming up right now have not known anything else. This is all the music they know. So this is just my music. I grew up with my music, and I thought it was great. And so they don't know better than that. But
but to your point, Lorenzo, I'm not sure if it's the music or it could be us, because I read this great article. It talks about that when you're over 32 years of age, only 18% of us will listen to newer music. And a lot of that's psychological, right? We're comfortable with what we have, and certainly the music has the memories that are attached to it. So certainly it's very hard for us I hear that, Gangstar, absolutely. But yeah, but you know, it's probably something that within us that it's hard for us to kind of move out. Or is it the music that it just sucks? I don't know. I tend to agree with you, Lorenzo. I think the music is very derivative. Yep.
And and the music police are out there, like, you know, trying to like on YT,
right?
Always listening. You play any little thing with any little bit of music in there, even like I played a Batman clip. It had like an obscure Batman song, and then it got blocked because of that. I mean, and who's making the money off of that, man? Surely not the person, probably not the person who wrote that.
Yeah,
you know, some music exec who's like, you know, has got something that he's going to get paid forever in perpetuity for that thing. You know, that's the sad part about it. You know, some of these artists are not getting paid. Some other schmuck is getting paid for their work.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, I agree with what you said, Lorenzo. 70s rock, 90s hip hop. I think that was great. I think I never really thought about it, but I think 100% agree. But I think it's important that while we have this discussion about modern day music, that we understand that we sound like every old person.
I know we do. I know.
There you go.
I can feel the eyes rolling from the young people who are watching. Benny. Oh my God.
But a great point on Marcus, man. I think we also ingested differently then. They probably ingest music differently now than we did then. I remember back in the day, gosh, I'll date myself. You know, you'd have a record player and you put it on the first track, you're listening to it. Yep. If you wanted to go to a different one, you had to get your ass up and move the needle. And in a lot of cases, because you were lazy, you didn't do it. And so you hear the whole album and you say, holy shit, but this sounds
more so with the cassette tape, right? Like moving the record is a lot. Like picking that song is pretty easy, but like the cassette tape, rewinding, fast forwarding, trying to find the right spot to stop, you're much more likely to just play it. You know, I'm not even going to mess with it.
That's it. Which means that you probably, you know, so now, gosh, with instant access, like you said, Marcus, right? You could hit Spotify list, you put whatever jams you want in that list, but now you're stuck there. You're not going to listen to anything new. So yeah, no, it's interesting. Back to your question, Marcus, in terms of how much music affected this, big time, because it affected me. And I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried that these newer cats, I don't know what it is that they have to kind of look forward to. And my theory is that it's just not needed. It's not necessary. I think back in the 60s it was needed, 70s it was needed, 80s, maybe it's just, like you said, Marcus, before, access to so much other media and things, you know, it's not important and it's not needed. So the old man has spoken.
We are incredibly distracted. And there's just so many things to do to occupy your time, and they're just so fragmented. I think about that a lot. And I think that speaks to our, like, the polarization in our community. I think we're no longer living a shared experience anymore. It's like, the way things are now, if you believe the world is flat, then damn it, it's flat, right? It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if it's not really flat. If you think it is, the internet's going to agree with you. You can go find it.
Yeah.
And the world's flat, you know, and that's true for every single thing you can think of, right down to presidential politics, you know.
Time, man. Oh, man.
Your belief is what your reality is. Whatever you believe, that is your reality.
That's it.
And what does that sound like? A Department of Truth.
Yeah, man.
Excellent, man. Good discussion. A good discussion every time I come in with you guys. And I know we kind of go off, but you guys are seeing things that connected, you know.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Janet did ask a question that I was interested in earlier. She said, what's next after this Kickstarter, after we successfully fund this Kickstarter?
Yeah, so this thing was is 4 issues, and it was taken from a movie script. So it could turn into a lot of, everything's written and everything is done. So the next steps are, you know, one part of it is Kickstarter and other crowdfunding sources, but I have another part where actually we're going to connect to people that are more entrepreneurs, and there are already meetings that we're going to have now that we have the physical book. We have, we're going to have the opportunity to meet with people who may want to invest in this. One of the biggest ones is with the Hip Hop Museum in the Bronx that's opening up next year, because the themes of this comic book fits the mission statement to what the Hip Hop Museum is. So there's a lot of things coming at play, probably the beginning of next year to see how far it goes. But it's been a great journey so far. So many things open up as I went along. I got to tell you guys, you know, it's amazing how one thing leads to another. And so we're going to see what the next step on is. You know, to me, the most important thing is just getting the story out there. I really think people will dig it. I think it's a story that all of us can relate to. It's the fish out of water tale, but done in a different way, you know. and done in a way that I think makes people question again your program and how do you feel about certain things. And then ultimately we'll end up, it's Wild Robot meets the Warriors, it all takes place in one night. So yeah,
I'm here for it.
Yep.
Well, guys, I recommend jumping in. The link is in the chat. Take a look at it. Not just the story, which sounds super interesting, but man, the art and the colorist, it looks great, man. And you showed it earlier. Those colors are popping off that page, high quality. Mm-hmm. I want it right now, like Raphael was saying, man. Send it to me. Let's go.
I know, man. Yes, make it happen.
Appreciate it.
And wait for it.
Always do. Yeah, I might take you up on that, Marcus, next week. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, man. So, yeah. I'll shoot you the link on Instagram, and we can do you first before we get to the bullshit.
Excellent. All right. The drama, no drama. Yeah. Man, how do you feel with no drama? Do you feel a little bit more, freer, a little bit more less weight on your shoulders, or when you had no drama last week?
It's weird because I feel two ways about it. Like, I feel good when we get to talk about the FOC because it really was the point of the show. But I also feel bad because we always have less viewers.
Okay.
When there's no drama, everybody says they want comic books, they don't want drama. But if you go look at the viewing numbers, it's clear what they want.
You know what? I don't care what people want. I'm making it my life's mission to have as little drama as possible going forward.
Not me, baby. Bring it on.
No, by yourself, bro. I'm gonna be smooth and easy. I'm gonna keep my head down and just lay low for the next few years.
Well, that drama's coming either way, though. The drama will be
I know, but I will have none of it.
For me, it's all fun and games, man. I got real problems. So this comic book drama, like, who cares?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, talk about first world problems, man.
Yeah, dude. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. Like, oh, it affects people and like it really affects their day and stuff. But for me, it's all fun and games, dude. I don't take any of this seriously.
Yeah, but you come back with a lot of logical responses, though, Marcus. You really do. I think you kind of level set everyone. It may start off with drama, but you have a great way of kind of making people focus on what's the real issue here and really what's being said. And I'm going to tell you really how all of us in a sense should be feeling about it. So it's, I appreciate that,
Man, it means so much to me that you say that.
No, I'm serious.
That's my point. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm shooting for. So that means a lot to me. Thank you.
Yeah, no, certainly. And that's why I appreciate this community. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everyone here. Sledhead, Miss Janet, Larry Love, all of them. K-Pot, really, it's a family. And hopefully you guys know that you guys got a family, whether they tell you or not, man, that they appreciate you and they think about you, and particularly when things go, when you have bad days and things like that and the world around you is kind of going crazy. It's cool to know on Wednesday when you come here or when you go on your show, Marcus, that, you're not going to get that. You're going to get a release. You're going to get some good insights and good reviews and maybe some good drama.
Maybe. And we are a family. I have a comic book dad and I have a comic book mom. So you said it right.
There you go. Yep. You're the love child. I remember that. That's how I learned that. You're Lorenzo's love child.
There you go.
And the mother was Sade.
Yes. And Janet was great. She accepted me. She wasn't jealous or anything
like
that. So it worked out perfect.
Shout
out to Sade, by the way, who has a new fucking album coming, and I am beyond excited.
Nice, man.
Yes. She has her last album was 2009? Mm-hmm. It's been fucking forever, so I'm pumped about it.
What's your favorite Sade album? Love Deluxe?
Honestly, her last one is probably my favorite.
Cool.
Really?
What is it? I'm forgetting the name of it, but my favorite Sade song is Skin, which is on that album. I can't believe I'm blanking on the name of that album, but
yeah.
Man, there are a lot of great albums, but Skin is my favorite song. Therefore, that album's my favorite.
What about your favorite track from Sade? You only have one. You only can pick one.
Skin.
Wow. I said that quick.
Yeah, Skin. Wow. I love that song so much. It's so perfect. And it means a lot to me because it helped me through a tough breakup. So it's very personal to me.
Excellent, man.
Check it out, guys. Sade, Skin. Great breakup song. If somebody dumps you and you're feeling like shit, just listen to that song. It'll make you feel better.
Wow.
Excellent.
Bold words.
So we're gonna have we have End of Zed issue 1, and then once this is completed, then we're gonna get issue 2, 3, and 4. And are we gonna do separate campaigns for all of those, or do you have an idea of what you're gonna do?
Yeah, probably separate campaigns. Yeah, probably say. I'm trying to get it so everything can be just done all at one time. It'd be great to have all 4 issues after this one, the next 3, and then just make it into a graphic novel and offer that, And I'm getting close to that. I'm getting pretty close to that. That would be great. So that would be project for next year.
How dare you, Sledhead? I can name my favorite songs on the album. I just can't think of the name of the album. So. Kiss my ass, Bill.
I'll never forget old, what's his name? Yes, that's the way it goes. All right, well, Eddie, thanks for stopping by, man. It's great to see you. Sorry, non-sports, man. We have to go a little into the sports thing, but we love
I'm not sorry.
Yeah, we got to do that.
I'm not sorry.
Kickstarter, kick smarter, man. Now we got to talk sports, man. I hear that.
But support this man's Kickstarter. It's awesome. I did. Marcus did. A bunch of folks did, but we got some days left.
Really
so
appreciate it.
Get out there, and it's in the chat. So, man,
please, let's make it. Let's do it.
Yes. It's
Absolutely.
always glad to have you on, man. And then we'll
Hell
have you
yeah,
at some point too.
It's fun,
he's having too much
to
fun.
talk to you. Yeah.
No, I appreciate
Link
it.
is in the chat again, guys. Check it out. Give it a chance. I think you're going to be pleased with it. I know I'm pretty sure I'm going to be. I'm excited for it.
Oh, for sure, man. You had me with just the character design, and the story is like awesome to go with it.
Excellent.
Love it.
Excellent.
All right, Eddie.
Be well, guys.
You, man.
Be well. Great seeing you again. Take
You
care.
too. Take care.
Thank you, Eddie.
Yes. Finally.
Star of the show. Let's go. Check out my new sweatshirt, Perry Comics. What do you mean?
Oh, he was on the show last night. He was on the show last night. Yeah.
We're always hanging out in Discord together, so we spend a lot of time together.
Oh gosh, Soldier of Love. Yeah, I remember that one too.
Oh, that's the name. Yeah, that's the name of the album, Soldier of Love. I can't believe I forgot the name. Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah.
But Skin. There's a number of great albums, but Skin and In Another Time. Those songs are perfect. They're perfect songs.
Yeah, I mean, Sade is just amazing. I love her music. When I'm in the mood for a Sade song, there's no substitute. There's nobody else that sounds like her.
Yeah, if you name, I could easily name my to 5 songs that I love.
Yeah, I know, right?
Skin is number 1 for sure.
For shizzle. So, you got anything for what's good, my son?
Not this week. Next week, because I already did All Winter, right? Yeah, I already did Dark Knights of Steel All Winter. So
did you? Yes, I remember Dark Knights of Steel. Dark Knights.
I'm excited about that one. Really enjoying it.
Of Steel. All right, I got a few things for the old WG. You get the branding in place, and we can get going on what's good. Oh, there we go. All right, the first thing I'm going to talk about, what's good, is something that's been out for a while, and it came from It's a Dark Horse Day, Dark Horse Comics. This is from Eric Powell and Lucky Yates. Now, Lucky Yates is one of the voices from I just forgot the name of I have these brain farts. Archer. He's like I think he is the doctor, the scientist who's always coming up with this crazy shit. He's one of the voices on there. He's one of the writers on here too. And the art's from Gideon Kendall. It was called Lester of the Lesser Gods. This is kind of a throwaway book I bought a few weeks ago. Like, okay, whatever.
I have vague memories of this book. I don't remember how I remember it, but I do have vague memories of this book. Was it the book of the week or something, or the penultimate book or something?
We probably talked about it. It wasn't the penultimate book, but we probably did, go over it, in the preview. And it's from the guy, Eric Powell. You may not know who he is. You probably don't know who Lucky Yates is, but Eric Powell also does The Goon, and The Goon is a really great character that he's developed. It's like this kind of a retro look to it. This kind of a 1930s, 40s kind of a thing. But Lester is actually from. It reminds you a little bit of maybe Gru the Wanderer. It's got some elements of that in there. Begins with this guy spinning a tale about this guy Lester. He's got a little bit of I guess Geiger. The tale of Geiger, the glowing man and all that. And Lester is like not a god, but kind of the son, a bastard son of Odin. So Odin kind of like knocked up his mom, and he got came from the union. He ends up working at the fast food restaurants and giving people shit like I'm an heir to Odin. Nobody gives a fuck. Me and my fries. And he's just it's really kind of a fantastical tale, but it's funny. It's over the top, but it's fun over the top. And he eventually goes on this quest, and he's wearing like this thong. And I guess it kind of like parodies Conan in that way, as far as the way the man dresses. He leaves nothing to the imagination with his gut hanging out and everything. And he runs across this woman. It's kind of she's not really a woman. She's kind of like one of the Thundercats, and she's named Cat the Destroyer. And he keeps mispronouncing her name and calling her Kathy Hoyer or something like that. She's like, not my name, okay? Don't get it twisted. And Cat and him become kind of like reluctant partners, of course, kind of like with the other barbaric book that we read. It's just kind of a little bit of that in there too. And they run across these all kinds of weird creatures and manifestations and wizards and shit. And Cat has to like kill this machine that is like, has taken over parts of her tribe. So she's the last of her tribe now. This machine has like destroyed her whole tribe. And they run into these little goblin creatures called knob goblins. And they're called knob goblins because they steal the knobs off doors, put them in a bag and hit people with them. So it's kind of like an aggressive form of thievery. And the knob goblins run around just buck naked ass out, this with balls and dick hanging everywhere. It's kind of like he's just like a little. You imagine like bottomless goblins like chasing after you, trying to take your shit. It's really a funny kind of a book, man. I think it's one of 3. So it's from Dark Horse. You can probably find it somewhere, maybe online or maybe at your shop.
Is that a moped? Is he riding a moped?
He's riding a moped. So it's a fantastical universe where anything's possible. He goes from like working fast food to riding a moped to finding knob goblins and this Thundercats type woman who he teams up with. It's if you're looking for a $3.99 fun book to read, this is it right here. I did like this a lot, and Dark Horse is kind of killing it right now. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. And by probably it's a while, right? It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's very, very Gru-ish in its execution. So yeah, look for that, y'all.
That looks fun.
Yeah. Next thing is the Skin Police. I did a standalone review of the Skin Police. This is from Jordan Thomas, and Daniel Gette and Jason Wordy and Jeff Powell. There are these people who are like clones. I guess the world became almost sterile. I was run over we talked about the origin before. And so people just started getting these clones made because, we got to have a baby. So we got to have we can't be childless. So the black market clone industry just exploded. Turns out that was a bad idea. The black market clones end up becoming these things that eventually 75% of them do what they pop. And after they pop, they become these killing machines, and they just go ape shit, and there's no turning back. So they've got this industry of this agency, I should say, what they call the Skin Police, that hunts these people down and puts them down before they hurt anybody. And there's this one fucking guy who's just he's just so into it. These poor people don't know, and it's not their fault that they're clones and they're going to blow up and become killing machines. But he takes way too much pleasure in putting these people down. And this one young woman here, she was about to be captured by him and put down, and she escapes to the resistance. And it's got some really great art in here too about the place where they take her, and that first double page spread is just so awesome. This is the resistance headquarters here.
Oh wow.
Very, very cool spread right here. This is like, okay.
One word bubble, all art. I like that.
Oh yeah, man. I can just stare at that for like 10 10 minutes just to take it all in. You know, so it takes me
Do
so
you
long.
spend time on the art? We were talking about this recently. Like someone was like, says they read a book in 5 minutes, and the other person was saying, I take 30, 40 minutes to read this book because I'm studying the book. And it's interesting to see how the difference between people weigh. Like I tend to just read the book, but if the art is eye-catching, then I will spend a lot of time with the art. But if it's just ho-hum art, then I'm just speeding through the book. But I will spend time on a page like that, just staring at the details and just marveling at the skill of the artist and wishing that I had an ounce, a 1/5 of the talent that these people had.
Tell me about it. Yeah, and the more complex and detailed and I guess used in the eye of the beholder, but you know, more beautiful the art is, that's the longer the time I take to look at the art. You know, I'll read it faster, I'll say, if it's not as nice as art. If sometimes it's nice art and it's wordy, that really take me a long time. Looking the art and showing the words, like wow, like 45 minutes. Yeah, that's the high end right there. I never do it in 5 minutes, even if it's like stick figures. I still want to like take it in and do a. I'm doing like in my head. I'm doing like voices and shit. I'm assigning like actors to these characters in here. So okay, this guy is Brad Pitt, and okay, this guy here is Morgan Freeman, and this woman here is I don't know, Shelley Long or whoever. You know, I'm coming up with all these different people, and it helps me to get through the book, and then it helps me like put it in a cinematic kind of a frame, because a lot of these books are going to end up on some kind of a small screen, and the comics medium is set up that way to just read kind of like a video or a movie or something like that. So yeah, but this is just the second issue of Skin Police, and it got really real in here. Again, with the art being so great. I think this is a 4-issue maybe series, 3 or 4, 4 or 5 issue series. Yeah, so OD Press is really coming up with some really good stuff too. They bought the what is that, the EC Comics now, so they're doing that and they're doing this. A lot of good stuff coming from OD Press. Skin Police is one of them. And this is one I thought that you might be. Maybe you talked about it last week, or maybe you didn't. I'm not sure. Number 0. Got the Jenny Prison, number 0.
I love that cover so
Isn't that nice? I'm trying to get the 1 in 10 now. Without the it's got minimal trade dress anyway, so I could be fine with this one. I don't need to have one.
My shop said they put something in my pool box, and I am hoping that it's that 1 in 10.
That would be nice. It'd be a nice one. Yeah, and this some people would say it's treading water, but it gives us an insight into what happened before the Archer's Peak incident in SIKTC.
Yeah,
and
first appearance.
The first appearance with that kid.
No, that dude talking to the kid.
Oh yeah, what the hell is it? It looks kind of like David Bowie with like scars. You know, like
yeah. There's a chance he's not a first appearance, and I just forgot him.
I think it is a first appearance. I think you're right. Anybody else show him real quick? I'm trying to find a place with him in there.
Yeah, but they're setting up a whole new story arc with that guy. So I'm assuming he's going to be part of the next arc, 41 to 45.
Yeah, this guy here. Yeah, so I'm wondering, is there going to be more? Is it going to be like a 00 or a one coming after? They're going to go right back to the regular continuity now. I'm not sure, because right now, number 0, you put it in the app, it comes up before number 1. So they're going to keep going that way. It's going to be a few more issues.
Because it's very much a prequel, right? You even have a panel in 0 that matches a panel in 1. So it runs you right up to the beginning of the first book, where she's with that little girl in the wheelchair right before she goes to Archer's Peak.
Just call for Archer's Peak,
very much. This is very much a prequel, and I really enjoy it. But don't listen to me, because I always enjoy something is killing the children.
See, John saw it too, or read it too. Mostly, about the just read. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're not looking at the art, then what are you looking at? Because that's what makes this medium so unique is that it has words and pictures. We got to take some time to take in the pictures too. You know,
I say read it how you read it. I ain't gonna tell you how to do it.
Yeah. You bought it, you read it. Your eyes, your book. You do what you want to do. Boo boo. All right, definitely a new. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. It's giving us a new direction with the new art because Cutter was fun, but Cutter's done now, and so we need something else.
She's done for now. Yes. And the last thing is Superman, of course. Of course, last week's Absolute Superman, which I was probably the least excited for because I'm Superman's my least the big three for DC. But this was pretty good. And I read it last night when I was tired, so I didn't. Usually when I'm falling asleep, I don't. I don't
Can't finish it.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. But this is pretty interesting, And Kal-El is part of the working class. His dad is not a scientist. He's more like a farmer or whatever. And there's a very distinct caste system on Krypton, and it turns out the S on his chest represents like the working class, or represents a certain mark that those people wear, and everyone wears their class on their chest, so right away, like, hey, I'm better than you. So that's very cool. And Lois Lane is like an agent but she's not on Krypton. This is like, it takes place like on Krypton, and then it comes to Earth, and then it shows him on Earth as well. Have you read it yet? Have you?
I've been waiting to read them.
Yeah. But it takes place both on Krypton before the big, I guess, the big bomb, the big blast, and afterwards on Earth, and it goes back and forth. But it's very well done. Very well done. This Absolute thing is a real thing. That's going to be the only. I'm working toward that being the only superhero stuff that I buy is that. I got the.
Just Superman or all?
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, it's very possible. Yeah. So that's it. That's it for what is good, y'all.
So you're only doing Absolute Superman, or are you doing all of them? You're saying?
I'm doing all of them. I'm doing like Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. And
what's your favorite of the three? I've heard people say all three was their favorite. So
they all three have had good things about them. But I lean more toward Batman just because, I'm more of a Batman fan. So I would say that is probably better, in my opinion. But they're all good. I mean, they all take the characters and kind of turn them on their heads,
There's End of Zed, guys. Get those link. The link is in the chat, guys.
That's right.
You want to see indie comics? Support indie comics. Hell yeah.
Yes, it's always fun to have Eddie on, man. All right, so I'm going to share the screen for next week's comics. And right off the top, I'd like to start at the top, if you don't mind. We see Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Black Cat. That's the People of Steel. The People of Steel, like a mofo. Yeah, blue collar cast. Yes. I'm very proud of that cast. The hardworking people. Damn right, man. They're coming after us though, Mojo. So you got to be strong. They're coming after the working class. Seriously, no joke, man. The billionaires hate the middle class, hate the working class. All they want is like, them and slaves. That's all they want. But that's another story for another day. All right, so let's talk about that Ultimate Spider-Man real quick. I can open this thing with my left hand. I caught up on this recently, and it's still good. So you're safe, Ultimate Spider-Man, for now. We'll see. We'll just take it as it goes, But Hickman is still writing it. They changed up artists, but it's not been that big of a deal. Did I get this one? This is Unknown Comics. Kari Andrews.
You bought the exclusive?
Oh no, I haven't bought this one. I think I may have pre-ordered one of the others. Or maybe I just didn't. So I'm pulling this anyway, so I don't, unless I just see a cover that I just gotta have, I don't really pull any more issues. You know, so it's like a first appearance or something like that in there, but that's rare. But yeah, the both Ultimate Black Cat. I think her father. I'm not sure how in the 616 Ultimate Black, the 616 Black Cat, if her father was also a cat burglar, and this guy is also.
I'm sorry. If you look at the comments, one of the people says that this is not Felicia Hardy.
Well, who is it?
It is ultimate variant named Paulina Rabina, according to Energetic Sloth.
Oh, is that right? Well, excuse the fuck out of me. I did not know that. Okay. It's going to Chio's wife and this giant oversized special, and Ultimate Universe will never be the same. If Ultimate Peter Parker cheats on his Ultimate Mary Jane wife, that would probably be a big turn off for a lot of people, I think. So I think a lot of people like pride themselves in that this is a regular good guy, and you know, he's this is what we, you know, it represents us and all that blah 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 blah. But I don't know. I think maybe they're just gonna be, I don't know. Don't start me lying. I didn't even have the name right, but I know there's a Hardy character in there who's a man who I thought would be the father of Felicia Hardy, but I guess I was wrong about that. So, but either way, Black Cat's coming.
Well, no, I think that commenter might not. I think he might have been joking, because if you look right there, it says featuring first appearance of Black Cat, Felicia Hardy.
It does. So you know, see, I don't understand irony or sarcasm and shit like that.
Yeah, I think I usually understand it, but I missed it that time, I think.
Just fucking tell me what's on your mind. Stop playing games. I don't understand all that shit. Just talk to me. All right. So what else we got? All right. Superman, Batman, World's Finest. It's one of the coolest books out there.
Damien, the PNW is in the house. What up, Sleepy Reader? Good to see you, homie.
What's up, Damien? Good to see you, my friend. Wonder Woman 15.
Everybody's singing the praises of this book.
Yes. I mean, I'm kind of low key pulling it, but I'm not pulling it. You know? So I'm kind of in there. You know, I'm not committed to it, but I will occasionally buy it because it has such wonderful covers. What else? Look, for instance, my boy DNA is a very hippie Wonder Woman one here. This is just an open order book, I want to say. See, I probably would get this cover just for that cover. You know, plus that's one of my favorite cover artists. So eventually I'll probably end up reading this.
I might trade. I might get a trade or something for it, because people are speaking so highly of it. They're making me feel FOMO for it. So I might go get a trade. I love Sui. I don't know how to say her name, but I really like her. I have a slab. Let me just pull it down.
What you got there?
One of my favorite slabs that I have is actually a Sui cover. Something is killing the children. Something is killing the children, signed by James Tynan. But this is the same artist as this cover, and I absolutely love this cover. It's on my wall. I love Sui. That if I was collecting this series, I would absolutely get this.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, very cool. It's very anime inspired as well, I think. Yes. Sleepy. Oh my God. The Witch's Castle, which is I just discovered in the FML book, which is available right now to watch the review if you like on my review channel, which is the same channel. They talk about the Witch's Castle. I just call it the Witches, you know, so everybody knows what the fuck it is in Portland, except out of towners. And it's a real thing. It's a real place, and it's got a real history to it. So I don't know, man. It's like quite a journey to get there. I don't know.
we got N Tate sneaking in. Thank you, Janet, for catching that. I missed that. But what up, N Tate? Good to see you, homie. Thanks for joining us.
What's up, N Tate? Yes. Hey. All right. What was I talking about now? Oh yeah, Wonder Woman. What else? Miles is apparently part vampire or something now.
He's still a vampire from Blood Hunt. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I had to drop Miles just because of a numbers game and because my cutting down the superhero stuff, especially Marvel stuff. But you know, I got a good run of Miles, and maybe I'll read it all one day. I'll catch up, but now I'll get it. Wolverine number 3. This one, I think, could be a first appearance.
Let's see it.
Hold your horses.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I know they had like a changing or they changed Wendigo a little bit in the first issue here. Maybe a blending of characters. Maybe there's a new character coming out in this one. I haven't read number 2 yet. I just got it yesterday from my comic shop.
I have never heard of Wendigo. Leonard is his name. I've never heard of that character.
He's right there. He's right there. He's on the Hulk 181 cover. Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's old as dirt.
I'm gonna look at this. I've never.
He's old as sin.
There's a ton that I don't know. Like when I was reading Dark Knights of Still All Winter, I couldn't figure out who the kid was. I had to look it up.
Yeah. People that don't know the full history of the universe, you know, kind of left out sometimes in books like that.
Oh, that's him in the background. Oh, yeah, it is him.
Yeah,
I never noticed him back there before.
That little Sasquatch-looking thing there.
That's crazy. Like you don't even pay attention to him, right? You look at Wolverine, you look at Hulk, you don't even notice him back there.
You don't. You really don't. Look at this is another storm. I hate the damn Stormbreaker covers. Take that stupid Stormbreaker. You know, no one cares. Put that shit on the back, and we will see who it is, and just let us enjoy the art of our cover. You know, I just know someone in marketing just was up the artist and the editor's ass is like, we gotta put our brand on the front. Okay.
Wait,
great.
when he was in the X-Men arcade, I used to play that game. I don't remember Wendigo. What is going on? Literally never heard of this character. I'm tripping.
Are you tripping?
I'm gonna have to Google this guy tonight.
Well, I tell you, yeah, minimal trade dress. I mean, I do. I mean, there's a way to do it artistically. That just looks like ass to me. That whole, that Stormbreaker's logo. I just don't like it. No, sir, don't like it one bit. Striking out with the wow. Oh man, yeah. So so Wendigo is in the X. I know he was in the X-Men game, arcade game. See, I didn't play the arcade game.
I played the hell out of it.
Stormbreaker's a bunch of horror covers. The Wendigo effect. Oh man. Well, I tell you, Marcus found out who Wendigo is, so it was a learning experience.
Oh, he's not a playable character. He's a boss you fight. Okay, that's why I didn't know who he was. I got you.
What even is that? Okay. Yeah, that's a whole different language that I don't even speak.
Oh yeah, I was looking at the X-Men arcade game because I didn't remember him from the game, but I see him now.
All right.
Yeah, Sledhead tells the answer. I probably wasn't good enough to get. I didn't have enough quarters to get that far, Sledhead. That's definitely what happened.
Man, I didn't even see that game. I only played Miss Pac-Man back in those days. All right. Batman and Robin, Catwoman number 70. Department of Truth still kicking. Number 27. I'm going to get back into that one day.
I've been pulling it, but man, I am so far behind on it. It's insane.
Tell me about it. Plus, I love the art, but the art can be kind of overpowering sometimes, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all notice that it's unique, but sometimes it's a bit much to take in. Geiger, number 8, way behind on that too, but it's a great book.
I am caught up on Geiger. I love Geiger.
That's the next thing. I did Helen last week, did Ultimate Spider-Man week before that, so the Geiger verse will be next Saturday. Catch up Saturday.
I love Ghost Machine, and Geiger is my favorite book in Ghost Machine. If you're not up on Ghost Machine, guys, check it out. I'm excited about it. And there's a lot of different kinds of books for all different kinds of styles. So you can follow one and not the other. You don't have to follow all of them. So I recommend giving it a look.
Absolutely. A lot of good stuff in there. Not to mention Junkyard Joe, which is already coming to an end, but it's a limited series. A lot of stuff going on right now, like Red Coat. Red Coat's a good series.
Junkyard Joe is great. I like that one a lot too.
Scarlet Witch. I'm not even reading that. Oh, okay.
Dark Knights of Steel All Winter. Love that book, guys. Love this book.
Do you know?
I'm looking forward to this read.
All Winter.
It's a continuation. 5. It's a continuation of the first book, but you don't understand how it's a continuation of the first book until the end of issue 4. And you're like, okay, I get it now. I love that cover. I bought a couple of those. I like this cover.
Me too. This is like Marshall Toledano Vargas. I didn't butcher that name. I probably did. Very cool.
You know, Moho, not a bad idea. Ghost Machine trade waiting for him, but I would I'd pick up one of them at least.
Yeah. Which one would you recommend if you pick up just one?
I'm a Geiger stan, so I would pick Geiger. Yeah, I would pick Geiger.
Okay. Hey, Boston. Yeah. Let's take a look at that.
I haven't read Hyde Street yet, so we'll see on that one.
Hyde. All right. Batman Full Moon by popular demand. Black by popular demand is
Rodney Barnes.
Rodney Barnes. That is Rodney Barnes, my friend. Batman Full Moon #2. I think they all will have these glow in the dark covers, which are so damn dope. It was Jim's Comics was talking about his wife hates that he left it on his reading table, I guess, in the bedroom. I guess she kind of scared the hell out of her with the glow in the dark thing of a werewolf.
You mean Jim Mint Collectibles, you mean?
JIM, Jim's Comics. He does these videos where he's kind of like, I would say like CJ, but you only see his hands. But he puts his comics down like sitting on the floor, and he just he puts the comics down there and talks about them and stuff like that. I could pick him out of a lineup if I saw him in real life. But he's an OG kind of a guy. He's been around for a while, and he's a lot of his picks you'll see recommended on the Key Collector app as well.
Nice.
And this is another dope. I'm sharing this. Yes, I'm sharing this. This is the dope. I'm gonna get all these covers, man. I mean, the book is good too. I mean, the first book had quite an ending. I won't do like my boy last night and just say what happened. They had a nice ending in that one. And there was a Francavilla cover also.
Francavilla.
Francesco.
Yeah, that's a nice cover. I like that cover.
I got reverse order that time. Yeah, that's a very nice one. But I hope it doesn't glow in the dark. Does it glow in the dark though? That's the thing. Either way, man, this is a good read, I think. Yes, they are so dope, and I like that right now because they're just dope. I only got one comment. I need more comments on this book. Damn it! This is a good book. All right, I'm picking that one up, and the next one is the question. What's the question? What's the answer? This is part of also All In. I guess a lot of stuff, everything going forward is All In. I guess it's either All In or Absolute. Let's see about the question thing. Who's writing this question? You might ask. Alex Segura. And
it's still Renee Montoya, huh?
It looks like it is. Yeah. Got a female question. In the wake of Absolute Tower. Yeah. So she's okay. Well, that's something. I'm curious about the female question, which I know nothing about. All along the watchtower. This coffee is, oh God, people are just like, is that a question? All along the watchtower? There you go. You're welcome. Here's a question now. Pay me. All right. Danny Earls is a cardstock variant. One in for 25. Just Steve Ditko. I think Steve Ditko created the question. So yeah. I wonder.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about the question. Obviously, it wasn't always Renee, right? It was other people before.
There's other people. Yeah, that's other people. Yeah. I might pick it up, and I didn't pick up. I wonder if I need to get this, the new Batgirl, and I need to, but they probably want to get all that, but I'm probably not going to get all that just because they want me to get it. And the Power Fantasy. Power Fantasy is awesome. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I needed you last night. We previewed this book for FOC, but nobody had anything to say about it.
Really? I missed that part. Oh, man. I totally missed that. Yeah, it was a Charlton character, right? Let's go back in the day. Woo! Yes, sir. Of course, Damien knows that. Yeah. Wish I had jumped on a little bit sooner. Maybe I'd have missed that spoiler. But the Power Fantasy is happening, folks. Number 4. The shit started to get real in number 3. It was really there's really a good issue. So to pick this up, I'm sure you can find it was hot for a minute, but I think you can probably find books right now. You know, it's not like Absolute Universe or anything like that, but it was hot for a minute. Ice Cream Man number 42. I love about Ice Cream Man that it doesn't come out every month. I know some people will hate that, but I love that. You know, it gives me time to catch up. Plus, they're not continued stories anyway. They're all mostly standalone stories.
I've never read an Ice Cream Man.
Really?
Change that.
Yes, just pick one up. Just pick any random Ice Cream Man up. You'll love it. You'll love it. The Moon is Following Us, number 3. You know, I didn't love number 1. I didn't hate number 1. But I didn't love it. The Moon is Following Us.
No love for DWJ? What?
I got love for him, you know, but just not for that particular book.
I heard issue 2 explains a lot more.
Okay, well, maybe I'll find issue 2 somewhere. Sure, LCS has one laying around. Space Ghost still going strong.
Yeah, people were saying that's a good book.
Space Ghost?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I'm surprisingly so. I shouldn't say surprisingly, but yeah, it kind of is. Listed is going to be full of
one-page horror stories. That's interesting.
They always try new stuff. I love that. Very, very daring. Look at all this. Thundercats. Oh my. Just a bunch of different a bunch of variants on Thundercats number 10. Celebrate that golden 10th anniversary. As Leo Parillo.
You know Dynamite's gonna give you covers.
Oh, baby, we do covers. Have you heard of us? We're Dynamite. That's what we do. Hey, people must be buying.
Yeah, why sell a customer 1 cover when you could sell them 10? Yeah, I understand it.
For shizzle. You know, Jenny Sparks, you know, who was it that liked? I think it was Phil that liked Jenny Sparks. You know, this was Tom King book 2, and I absolutely hated that first issue. It was hard to get through it. I mean, the wordiness of
Tom King love affair is over?
No, it's not over. I just didn't like that particular book. It just, you know, it was he was jumping back and forth between like maybe 10, I kid you not, like it seemed like 10 scenarios. And my mind was like turning into butter from that. And plus she was kind of abrasive and I don't mind if she's abrasive, and because sometimes characters are like that, but give me something else to hold on to too. And let me wrap my brain around that and give me something to ground in. I felt like, you know, it's kind of disjointed and it just wasn't for me. Plus the character, it wasn't her first appearance. She has a history, and people who are familiar with her probably like her. And you know, God bless. You know, I just yeah, it was John. Oh, okay, John Stout. Okay, you're really a big fan of that too. Okay. And Epitaphs from the Abyss, 3 and 4. You know, I love that too because it's not continued stories. I mean, anthologies rule, man. I mean, I love when I was a kid, I could just like pick up a comic book on Saturday and read a book and not, not worried about a crossover event or any shit like that. And like, I need to buy 10 more, copies of the same, book. Nope. Just buy this one book and you, okay. The Rockefellers. That's the one I'm going to take a closer look at.
Ghost Machine.
It is Ghost Machine, isn't it? Wow. How about it?
Yeah, this is another one of those books that it's giving you a different flavor. This is a family book, right? I think
it's very family.
So it's giving you a much different flavor than the rest of the books. I know a lot of folks are fans of Peter Tomasi and Francis Manapul, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I'm not convinced I'm going to like it, but I'm definitely giving it a chance.
Me too. It looks like something I probably won't like because there's a happy family. I don't look for a happy family.
Yeah, who has those? That's a lie, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you, Damien. Cruel Universe, yes. Oh, I can start some greater than Epitaph from the Abyss. Well, okay, all right. Discuss. All right, so this thing here, the Rockefellers. I see what you did there. I think I pre-ordered maybe just the A cover, just for shits and giggles. I probably, I'll just see if I like it. Is there a lot else here? Yvonne Reese. This is a new cosmic time travel adventure from the minds of Peter J. Tomasi. What is it? The Picture Perfect 25th Century. We know it was picture perfect according to the League of Superheroes, or the DC thing, the Legion of Superheroes. The Rockefeller family, I want to make it into so many different things, is living in a disconnected and emotionally distant existence. Discover a terrible secret. In their hands is the fate of humanity. Don't you hate when that happens? It happens so often. Okay, they enlist the time zone protection program to escape to present-day Earth. If they can find a way to trust each other in this strange, ancient world of today, they and our future will perish. If they don't do that, that is. So
that's a very similar setup to Time Waits from Distillery.
Isn't it? So, yeah, probably not for me, but, it is it is a Ghost Machine thing, so I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll at least give it a shot.
Yeah, I will too. Thundercats.
Wait, Sledhead. Time travelers, I believe that, but happy family, no way.
Easily, man. For real. Everyone, big happy family. Bullshit. You fight all the time. All right, let's see. That's still going on. Paranoid Gardens. Ooh, I forgot about Paranoid. I thought I was pulling Paranoid Gardens. Because apparently I was not. I only read to number 2, I think. So I guess I didn't add to the list. Good book. Paranoid Gardens. If I can catch up on it, I will. After I doubt the rest of the stuff that I'm reading. Flash Gordon, number 4.
What up to Apex Comics, who snuck in? He said Rockefellers, not a good title in my opinion.
Yeah, it could be a bit cringe, I guess, for some. Yeah. I don't know. Lilith, I read the first issue of Lilith, and it was not bad. This is just the second issue, I think, coming out now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, this is the second issue. And one of them had like Flash Gordon has excellent art and a decent story, by the way. Just FYI from Mad Cave. I am pulling that. Let's take a quick look at Lilith. It's not the wife of Dr. Fraser Crane. I'm listening. Very different Lilith all. All right, here we go. Lilith. Very cool looking covers, man. I love the minimal color covers from Vault, banging out good stuff. God bless him. Written by Corin Howell and colorist, excuse me. Orina K. Shadawa. So Corinne Hall is also drawing as well. Excuse me. Yeah, written and drawn by Corinne Hall. And you can't even show you the covers of this one. I've seen some of them. They're pretty saucy. There's some pretty saucy covers in there. I tell you, I've got them on my comic shop. They show them unedited. This one has been edited. This is by I think Luana Vecchio, 1 in 20. Yes, known for her saucy covers. Imagine this one without wings, without the what's left of the outfit. So she's buck naked, leaning over these dead things. So
highly inappropriate. She really should cross her legs like a lady.
Pearls clutched. All right, so pick that up, folks. Number two.
They got some black bag covers too. I wonder what they look like.
Oh, I just described them. Imagine that. One of them popped up on my my want list today. I look at that. Oh my! But it was like I think maybe $10 or something like that. I wanted to wait for one that was maybe in fine or DG condition, maybe for a little bit less. They want to pay that much for it. But it was an interesting cover. Let's say she's naked. Stand Still is good. I have not read number 3 of that yet, so number 4 is coming out. This is about the guy that can pause time. Yeah, that was a good premise. Once again, not to play with time, because time waits for no one.
Yeah.
Cowl, 1964. There was another Cowl series before this. I'd be willing to bet the farm that you probably didn't read that one.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. But this is a pool or something like that. Okay, Where Monsters Lie, number 2. Have you read your number 1 yet, or have you picked up your number 1 yet? Was that before you?
Number 1. I picked up number 1. No, I have not read it yet, though. I don't like to read just one issue. I don't like it. I want to read multiple issues, so I'm always stacking.
Yeah, I hear you. But the first series was very good, so we'll see how the second one is. I gotta read this. It's right here on the to read pile. It's on deck. It's in the hole at least, if not on deck, waiting to be read next.
I enjoyed the first series for sure.
And this one is the Horizon Experiment. I can share the tab. Moondogs. I think I did a preview of this. I talked about this in the review of the last Horizon Experiment book. Yeah, this is the one about the werewolves. What are they? What their ethnicity? Are they Jamaican werewolves? I'm sorry, East African werewolves living in Miami. Okay, yeah. So this is a part of Pornsack Pinjote's Horizon project, and there's also Tula Lote covers to go along with that too. This is number 3 in that series. It's 3 standalone issues, 3 one-shots. Love one-shots. Love short series. So this is right in the wheelhouse. Yeah, no, I'm so kind of excited about the next one too. This one might be good as well. I want to skip over this one, but this is a good project here. This is something that people should be checking out because. Oh, if you didn't see my unboxing, I picked up hang on one second, let me grab this. 2 seconds. Maybe 1 second.
Stapled Spine is in for the She-Wolves. Sledhead says he's liked the Horizon Project book so far. I like Pornsack.
Me too. All right. Picked up, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is The Good Asian, number 1, 9.8.
It's optioned, right? I'm pretty sure it got optioned.
It is option. It's been options for a minute. It's cooled off. That's why I was able to get this for this 9.8 for $40.
Oh yeah, that's a steal.
Yes, sir. I've got one ungraded already, but this one's, it's what, 25, maybe 30 to get graded. So you're almost there. Not to mention
my philosophy: if there's a 9.8 slab and you want it, it's $50. It's worth it if you want it, man.
Yes, sirree. Yes.
Hey, we got TN Comedy in the house. What up, Thomas? Good to see you, man.
What's up, Thomas? What's up? What's up? I'm already envious of enough of all things Lorenzo's smoothness. Oh my God. Oh gosh. All those Marvel covers. What's happening? What's happening, Thomas? Good to see you. All right. Moving on down the list as we wrap this up. We're kicking the shit out of the 2-hour mark here. Get out. Vicarious. Oh, we're losing it. We're losing it. Captain, where are we? All right. Vicarious. Vicarious. Once again, I don't remember. I know I read number 1, but if I don't remember it, I must not have loved it. So it must have been okay. I didn't hate it. It was one of those things kind of fell in that category, you know. Oh, no disrespect. All right. So I Like Popeye. Okay. We talked about that one on What's Good before. There's some good things about it I liked. Willie didn't like some things about it. Willie survived. Shout out. But I did like kind of some things about that concept of the origin of Popeye's eye being lost. And the sickness may or may not come out next week. We'll see. God willing. I'm waiting. Willing and waiting.
We appreciate your click, Thomas. Appreciate you coming through, my man.
Yes, sir. Always good to see you. Oh, my phone about to die. What's happening? Of course, like all young folks, he watches everything on his phone until the battery runs down. You know, that's why they rebuilt the internet, you know, for the phone. You know, the internet is now vertical. It used to be like, you know, landscape-based websites. Now everything is like, you gotta be able to scroll. You gotta be able to scroll, baby. Doom scroll. All right. Where are we? Back here.
Yeah, Staples shouting out Mark Spears' Monsters, which is getting a lot of love on the top 10 list with these covers he's been doing.
2 questions, Jack. Are you reading this? And if you are, what do you think of it? Let us know. I read the first one. I thought it was okay, but stay for the art. I mean, the art is he does the interiors too. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just I mean, it's I think he's kind of like what's that guy that did Alien Worlds? Stevens. I forget his first name. I'm not saying Jay Stevens. He's a different guy, but he's kind of like he's going to be known for his covers, and these covers are off the chain.
Yeah. Ooh, I bet that one. I bet we see that one on the top 10 list.
Yes, we will.
She can have it if she wants it.
We will definitely see that one. Another homage. He does the homages, man. This is a guy. He's kind of like, I don't know. He's like, I had not heard of him. I guess he'd done like other things that weren't, was it cards? I want to say, chat that he did before. No, but that's what I'm talking about, Phil. I mean, I am just so anti-filming in portrait. Janet will tell you. I mean, I sound like an old man here. I talk about people filming stuff in portrait. Like, why don't you just turn the phone this way? I mean, when you go to the movies, you don't look through a screen like this. It's like looking through a keyhole. You know, turn the goddamn thing the right way. Give me my right filming. Damn it. Get off my damn lawn while you're at it. Okay.
Pretty much daily.
Okay. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, she's just a princess of a woman to put up with my rants and shit like that. You know, Phil, that's also sitting at the top of the to read list. I've almost read it a couple times. I mean, what do you think of it? I mean, I've heard it might be good because you know, there's a second one coming out, and you know, it didn't get canceled after the first one. All right, so moving on down the list. Mugshots is wrapping up with number 4, another Man Cave joint. It is excellent.
Seance in the Asylum. I read the first one too. I remember it being okay, but I picked it mainly because of the art from a guy from Bunny Mask. Who's the artist from Bunny Mask?
Andrea Moody.
Andrea Moody. Yes, exactly. Yes, I think that's who's doing the art on there. So it was okay, but maybe it gets better with the second one. But it wasn't bad. Mugshot's been excellent from the word go. Man, get that, find that if you like good indie stuff. The Pedestrian I kind of like fell off, but not because I didn't like it. It's just kind of a hard to find book from Magma.
Those meddling teens and their vertical screens. Get off my lawn.
Damn you.
And we got the homie Sickotron in the house. What up, Sicko? We are talking comic books, so I know you love that.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. What else we got here? Coming down the end here, Zarsky Comic News number 5 coming out.
I still need to get number 1. I need to find a number 1 for that.
I'm gonna see if I can find that for you, bro. I know you're looking for that.
Yeah, I want it.
The Body Trade number 3. The Body Trade was I don't know what direction they're gonna go with that. I do love the author, Zach. Is it Zach? Is his name? Yeah.
They're getting you in the comments, dude. In my day, we watched videos in 4:3 and we were grateful.
Damn right we did. We're glad. Not DVDs. When the DVDs came out, that was the shit, right? How's it gonna get better than this? Stick around.
Are you reading Body Trade? I'm not familiar with that one.
I did read the first one. Did I review it? Maybe I didn't. I think we talked about it maybe on here. And it's this, I guess people are stealing bodies and doing things with the bodies now. And this guy's trying to get his son's body back from the people who are trading in bodies. And I wasn't sure what direction it was going. I know I was offended by it. I wasn't sure what, if I would be interested in it. But I might trade with it. The body trade. No pun intended. Sectorus Knight of the Slashes. Number 2. All right. Oh, God almighty. This right here. This was so close to being the penultimate book. Some people wish it was close to it now. It's getting pretty late in the day. All right. I can make the share of this thing right here. Darren Aronofsky's Human Nature number 1. Okay. I kind of sort of know who Darren Aronofsky is, but not really. Academy Award nominated Darren Aronofsky and his filmmaking partner, Ari Handel, the writer, producer, director team behind the Oscar award-winning Black Swan and instant classics, The Fountain and Mother. Along with Jeff Welch comes a social satire of a bizarre yet fathomable future. Totally fathomable. That's what made me want to, make it the thing. Drawn by comic book industry giant Martin Morazzo from Ice Cream Man, Human Nature follows the egomaniacal Nebraska-based chicken magnate Duke. Duke has almost all the world's resources at his disposal. Once a lowly everyday man, Duke manages to work and intimidate his way into an endless fortune. However, even though he has almost everything, there's one thing even the richest man in the world can't buy, and that's immortality. Or can he? Find out how a wealthy, lonely man tries to scheme his way into beating death and the earth-shattering consequences of his actions. Wow. Does it sound like every billionaire ever in life? Yes. Elmo right now is working on this very same thing, right? He is. Jeff Bezos too.
Elmo.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Human Nature. This is a lot of. I would just go with the A cover. James Jean is doing this cover here, but I like the A cover, and I love that Martin Morazzo is involved in this. This is the Ice Cream Man guy, and they can do no wrong, man. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, seriously. I'm gonna look for that for sure. Oh, $7 comics, man. I know. Is this a $7 comic? Damn.
Yeah, it is. How many pages am I getting for my $7? But Phil, rumblings of little spec on this one, huh?
Yeah, I think Phil's on the nose with this. Yeah, I mean, I saw that premise like, holy shit, this is like so believable. It's like there's so much you can do with this. There's so much reality, involved with this. But yeah, I would be for sure looking for this if I can find it somewhere around my local LCSs or on my comic shop or even TFAW if I can find it. TFAW is out of the question, so there you go. All right, so we finally, as The Rock would say, we finally arrived at magic time, and it is time for the penultimate book. Boys and girls, moms and dads. And now it is time for the penultimate book. And this week, that book is called Spectrum. And it is another one of these amazing books that we talk about. And it's from, who's this from? This is from Mad Cave. Of course it's from Mad Cave, because that's all there is, right? Mad Cave is killing it everywhere. All right, so and thank you, Mad Cave, for making a trailer for this book. And here it is. My man with the saxophone would say earlier. With the trombone. Call back. About that shit. That music, man, it kind of reminds me of the Beatles during their Maharishi era. It's very cool. I like it. All right, Spectrum number 1. Melody Parker is losing her mind. Tell me about it. She's living on the streets of Seattle during the WTO protests of 1999. She's seeing things, androids, aliens, pigs in high fashion, and a creature named Echo, one of the sustained elemental beings with the power to alter reality through music. She invites Melody to join her as she brings about the end of the world. As Melody tries to escape this strange woman, suppressed memories from across vast spans of time flood into her awareness, bringing her very identity into question. You don't want to miss this stunning news release from writer Rick Quinn and music comic specialist Dave Chisholm. He's done Miles Davis and The Search for the Sound. Wow. I kind of like that setup there. Whereas Jackson, yes.
That was the last one. That was for the last one.
Oh, okay.
For this one, he's saying he
Seattle.
doesn't want to go to Seattle.
Brightest skies you ever seen in Seattle. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. 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 Well, what have you got here for this this speculum book here? This is only got one other cover. Rikyo Murakami. There's another cover for it. I do kind of like that. We were just talking about music earlier with Eddie, man. And music is a big part. I think music and comics can go hand in hand in many ways. I like the way that they're blending that. I mean, was that what that used to
What's
be?
the furthest place from here?
Yeah, which is coming back.
I knew that's where you were going next.
Yeah, it's coming back pretty soon too. Because I can literally find those records now. Those records
I have
so long to come out, but now I can find them.
I bought a couple of them cheap from a T-Fall sale, so I have to.
Nice.
I haven't played it yet. I have a record player. I should play it.
Yep. Oh man, I love. As I was saying, like with Eddie, man, you want to when you're playing records, that used to be an experience. That was an event. You know, you sat down and you played sides. You know, you don't want to get up. You put it down like that's the whole side. It's like maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes. You know, you can sit back and chill. You know, roll a joint. You know, kick back. You know, and now
smoke if you got them.
Smoke them if you got them, baby. You know, so it is very important. You know, in comics, so to have that, you know, work together, because sometimes music really makes me, you know, if I'm having a bad day, I'll put on some music and forget about a lot of stuff, you know. So it's there it is, you know. What can I tell you? There it is.
Mad Cave, killing it.
Killing it. All right. And of course, don't forget to
smoke weed every day.
It always helps as well. All right, last book. We're coming down to the wire here. Share this tab instead. I looked past Mbokudu. I missed that one, but look at that. It's another dark horse. It was probably good. What else? Sesame Street, and I'm reading that one. Archie is Mr. Justice. Barstow, #1. That might be something they might want to check out. Another dark horse comic. You never heard of me. Look at all this stuff. Look at all these titles, man. Batman Full Moon, second printing. What was the one I was going to check out? It could have been one of those dark horses. I mean, yesterday was so long ago, I don't remember which one I looked over. But that was yesterday. And yesterday's gone. Oh, The Woods is being, I think, this is also a James T thing. They just did Mimetic. I did a review of that. The Woods is also a James T thing that's but predates Mimetic. So early James T. So they're reprinting that series.
Yeah, I got a trade for that one. I didn't never read it. I'm remembering now.
The Woods?
I should go back and find
Oh, you
it.
probably should, man. Tales of a Sunder. That must have been one of the ones I was going to check. Let's go back to the that gut of dark horses. Them they're dark horses that we're looking at here. Where are they? The last one was. Wait for it.
You never heard of me.
Never fucking heard of me. I was never here. What's my number? All right, here we go. The ability to touch someone and see both the best and the worst moment of their life, be it past or future, means the ability to try to change things for the better. Such power can feel like a curse, especially if you're a teenage seer, who thinks he has enough. Every teenager thinks they have enough problems, but they ain't seen nothing yet. Okay.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's who was that? Was it Dead Zone? Did he have kind of a power like that? He could like touch people and with James not James Woods, that fucker. It's a different Peter, God damn, the guy that does the no cowbell thing on SNL. His name. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. But he was in that movie where he could like touch people and like, whoa, yeah, that's some fucked up shit, man. Sorry. It's only one cover. That's all you need. Someone says there's a guy an advanced copy of this. Remind me to post a full review when this site lets me. But man, I gotta say, Elias Romboli's art and her and Alonda Zanfordino's colors, the boldness of it all is deeply pleasing. All right then. All right. Well, there's a ringing endorsement from some person on here. I got no reason to disagree with him because everything I bought from Dark Horse today looked pretty freaking awesome. Awesome. Christopher Walken, thank you, Sled. Yes, Walken. Yes, there you go, Jack. You got it too, man. I love the chat. Love you guys so much, James. Wow, look at you, man. I haven't read that yet. I've got to read that.
I'm jealous.
Echo House by the Pond. It's kind of iffy, but it'll do. It'll do to be able to trade a hefty Michael Hall. Yes, him, that guy. All right, that's all we got, folks. I want to say, unless you have more to add, my friend, what are you gonna be doing this week or the week coming up between now and next Wednesday?
I have 3 shows I do a week. Monday night, Cash or Trash with JP's Budget Collecting. Of course, Tuesday nights on my channel, FOC and Chill. And then back here on Wednesday nights with my comic book dad.
Where we're so glad to have you, son. Man, you're a good son. All right, so we'll see if the opening gets taken down by NBC. But always tune in for the opening. It's going to be something different every week. I know I love the Batman stuff, but we're going to try new stuff and you're going to just like push the boundaries and do new openings every week. So gotta love it. Thanks for stopping by, everyone who watched on the replay. We love you so much. Thanks for stopping by and doing that. We appreciate you. And thanks for everybody who breezed in here, and those who stuck around and those who, hey, couldn't stick around. We love
Popped in and said hi. We appreciate it all, man.
We love y'all. We love y'all. Thanks so much, folks. So I guess I'm going to be trying to get some stuff up online and get some drawings done. But hey, maybe I'll be able to watch a movie in between that time too. So
I don't believe you.
Good, because I may not do it. What's up, Bobby D? I didn't see you there, brother. What's happening?
Bobito sneaking in at the end.
Here's to you, my friend. Here's to all my friends, and here's to your health. Love y'all. See y'all next week. God willing, and the creek don't rise. Until then, peace and love. Peace and love. See you.
We love you, Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!
Is a fire really necessary?
Ask them.